No. Do they have? Why do they have mimosas at the fucking veneer tech class, bruh?
You know, black people.
No. You don't serve alcohol at school, nigga. What the fuck? What kind of shit is this, bruh? Oh my gosh, black people get on my nerves so fucking bad. All right, looks like we got an A to Z video. Fuck it.
You don't know that's an extremely invasive procedure where these TikTokers are running an illegal dentist scam, and the rabbit hole goes pretty deep as there's a lot of them doing this, and the whole thing revolves around veneers, aka getting fake teeth put in. If you don't know, that's an extremely invasive procedure where a dentist will file down your teeth to basically nubs and then mount your new fake teeth on top of where your old teeth were. So when getting a procedure like this done, one would hope to have a professional dentist doing this. The only downside of that is veneers, they're not really the cheapest. They're pretty expensive, roughly $1,500 per tooth if you want the porcelain ones. So this has caused sketchy entrepreneurs to find a way to cut costs to make the service cheaper. And apparently the most popular one is just skipping dentist school and just doing a 2-day TikTok course on how to become a veneer tech. And boom, just like that, you're right off to grinding down people's teeth and making $5,000.
What the fuck is going on, bro? I can't with this shit. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to finish. This is we are headed like towards an idiocracy with this shit, bro. What kind of how would you ever think that you would be able to skip dentist school and learn how to put in veneers in 2 days? And off a TikTok course. What is making y'all think that you could just do random shit? Like that isn't a side quest. Like you don't, like being a dentist isn't a side quest. You don't just learn how to be like how to put in veneers in 2 days off a TikTok course. The fuck are y'all talking about? And first of all, people don't even need veneers like that, bro. How about you take care of your teeth? How about you try and fix your teeth first before you go out and get veneers? Like the only people who should be getting veneers reasonably are older people. Like you gotta be 65 plus, teeth falling out and shit for you to be out here getting veneers, bro.
$1,000 a week. What could go wrong? Well, apparently a whole lot. So the people who are doing this are calling themselves veneer techs, and apparently this isn't even a real practice. From what I've gathered, this is like the dentist version of going and getting a BBL done in a motel. So here we have the first person by the name of Rel Styles promoting their services by showing a before and after of their customer.
Oh my god.
Apparently, composite veneers are the cheapest veneers to have done, and if you're going to go through a legit dentist, they probably cost around $950 a tooth.
To be free and flexible and
I understand, man. I understand why you want to go to your girlfriend and fucking go in her backyard shed and have her put some fucking fake teeth in. They selling it at $900 to $1,500 a tooth.
$100. That sounds like an insane bargain, but that's not the only type of content they post on this account. I don't know about you, but that's a weird thing for your dentist to post on TikTok. That's kind of the post that you would expect from, I don't know, like a crypto trader course guy or a sports betting guy that'll try to shill you some course to bet only on winners, because that's realistic expectations to sell. And sure enough, they're shilling a veneer tech class. So hey, do you want to risk it all to grind out innocent people's teeth who don't know better to maybe make like $5 grand a week? Because apparently they have a class for you. As the description of the video says, do you want to learn how to do composite veneers? 101 2-day course includes full veneer supply kit, liability waiver certificate of completion, veneer list investment $5,000, deposit $500. Wow, that sounds like an absolute cash grab. I guess just don't mind the alleged felons trying to train potential future alleged felons.
So they're having you put in a $500 deposit, a $5,000 2-day course that's one-on-one, and you gotta sign a liability form. They're trying to make it look as professional as they can, but this really feels like it's giving off multi-level marketing scheme. Like, oh yeah, come be a part of the team, but first you gotta pay $5,000, and then after you pay the $5,000, then you're a part of the team. But now you gotta get 5 recruits, and you have them pay the $500 deposit by the next 2 months, or else you won't be able to be a part of the group no more. After you already paid your $5,000, of course.
Felons. Why not? So again, for a small investment of $5,000 in 2 days of classes, you too can permanently alter people's teeth. Awesome. That sounds like a great deal. Absolutely not. That is sarcasm. And as you may expect, dentists are pretty alarmed about this whole thing because this is some wild negligence, and that is putting it lightly. So here's what a dentist said about this on TikTok.
I am so glad that an attorney has stepped into the picture because me as a dentist, a lot of people think I'm just hating. Maybe, I don't know why I would hate because I'm the one that has an actual degree. But I think a lot of people don't take what we say seriously, and they're like, well, how is it illegal? Well, he not prepping the teeth. He just putting composite on, It's bigger than that. Dentistry is not just about teeth. I want y'all to know that. It's the study of teeth, but it's about managing patients. Primarily. The teeth is one part of the puzzle. You have to manage patients who are hypertensive. I had a patient who wanted to come get treatment, blood pressure 200 over 150. Does your veneer technician know how to manage a medical emergency? Right? Do they know how to see decay that may not be like as alarming? And do they care that it's there? Are they just going to throw the composite over it so that you walk out with a white piano key looking smile? These are things you need to consider. On top of the fact that primarily it's illegal if you go watch this video. But you know, most of the people that go to veneer techs, I don't think they care about the legality behind it. To be completely honest, that's a conversation for another day. But I will continue to profess this fact that a veneer tech, teeth by teeth, all them things are illegal, not real, and honestly
crazy.
Very detrimental to your health. Until I hang my loops up. You know?
Hey, she's standing on what she believes in. I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? She actually got her degree and everything. So I would actually be more obliged to believe her than some dude on TikTok trying to sell me a course on how to become a veneer tech, even though I know veneer techs ain't a thing. I mean, I guess it's a thing now, but it's illegal. It's not something that you're supposed to go out there and do. And then she did bring up a good point of like, you know, what if, you know, let's just say, what if they fucking broke your tooth? What if they broke your tooth and shit? Or, you know, you started bleeding uncontrollably? Do they know what to do in that situation? No, because they aren't actually medically trained. They just took a 2-day course on how to put on composite veneers. Can't trust these people.
Because I want justice to be served.
So the lawyer that she's mentioning, she made this video.
Y'all, this is just another reminder from an attorney that there is no such thing as a veneer tech in the state of Georgia. There is no such thing. This is illegal. Please don't let this man touch your mouth. I know he looks good. You might be tempted just for that reason. There is no such thing. Okay, and what he's doing is illegal. You can check out my prior posts about that. Thanks.
Then of course there's more TikTokers selling veneer courses because there's so many of them, and this one has some layers to it.
Dang, so they making it look all professional and shit. No. Do they have? Was that a mimosas? Why do they have mimosas at the fucking... Why do they have mimosas at the fucking veneer tech class, bruh?
You know, black people... No.
What kind of shit? You don't serve alcohol at school, nigga. What the fuck? What kind of shit is this, bruh? Oh my gosh, black people get on my nerves so fucking bad. They be trying to do shit that oh, you think this is fancy, you think this is proper, you think this is what the fuck, bruh.
Nothing like drinking rosé while learning how to work on people's teeth for only 2 days. This is so bad you would think it's a parody or some wild joke, but I guess not. Overall, it just sounds like a terrible time for the consumer, but apparently one of these guys hosting the event allegedly scammed one of their patients.
I've been researching this dude right here, Devin, who works for VVS Smiles Atlanta. And
of course it's Atlanta.
I've seen people whose work that he's done.
Oh my god,
amazing job. I wanted my teeth done by this man, so I reached out to him on DMs. So on February 15th, I booked my appointment, paid my deposit. It was for a Valentine's special that he had where it was $2,000 total. But I paid my deposit and everything. DM'd him and said, hey, I just want to let you know I paid my deposit. He was like, okay, great. I'll see you next month. Everything was all good. No issues. Here is the reminder email that I got the day before my appointment. Again, I flew from Dallas to Atlanta to get my teeth done by this man. So I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm like, hey, I'm going to go back to Dallas, a new female. Whoop-de-whoop.
What the fuck? So she paid a $2,000 deposit, then also paid for a flight to Atlanta from Texas. And then got scammed.
Very, very excited. So on the day of my appointment, I show up early because I'm not familiar with Atlanta like that. So I show up to make sure I am on time. When I get there,
right,
both of the doors to his suite is locked. So I sit at a chair that's next to his suite. And I'm sending him an Instagram message at the same time. He's sending me a message too. Someone stole my whole effing machine out of my room. I'm going to have to refund you and pay you for your flight.
What the fuck? How does somebody steal your whole machine, bruh? How does somebody... You just making up crazy ass excuses like, oh, somebody stole my machine. How does somebody steal your machine out of your practice? Because you don't have an official practice. You don't even have a machine to be doing that shit, bruh. Like, and to the lady, you paid $2,000 for a deposit. That was just a deposit. You still had more to pay. You might as well have gone and went and got braces. Just get the braces, bro. Keep your natural teeth. Get the braces, because they just gon' like, now she probably gonna look for an official veneer person, have them grind down her fucking teeth to nubs, and then put on veneers. When she could just get braces paying the same or less amount. She could get braces paying the same that she was gonna pay this Devin dude. People don't make sense. People don't think about like why they want to do shit. They just want to do shit because they seen other people do it and they look good doing it. So now they think they could look good doing it. But is that shit even for you, bruh?
I have never heard that coming from a dentist. Imagine having your dentist appointment canceled because their equipment was stolen. That doesn't happen, but it gets so much worse.
And I'm like, hey, I'm up here, the door is locked. Do I need to knock on the door? And this is us mentioning at the same exact time, okay? And I'm like, excuse me? What do you mean your machine was stolen out of your room? You can't do my teeth. I flew all this way for my teeth to get done. So at this point, I am very upset. Y'all can pause to read. So at this point, I am just livid. So he was like, I'm gonna compensate you for your flight. And I'm like, no, sir, you're gonna compensate me for my flight and my hotel and my deposit. That's what you're gonna compensate me for, sir. So he said, send me the receipt. I did. My total flight and room was like, I want to say $869. He sent me $850. Okay. You know, he cashed at me the $850. So I'm like, okay, what about my deposit? That's $500. So he says, I'm about to send. At this point, I said, I'm crying. I'm very upset because I'm thinking that you're about to do my teeth. So I'm like, you won't hear from me no more. Just go ahead and, you know, send me my money. He goes on to say he don't need my money and so on and so forth. Well, then where is my deposit? So he sends me this screenshot saying that the deposit is going to be sent back to my card. I have yet to receive the deposit. Have not received anything since. So I reached back out to him to be like, hey, do you know how long it's going to take for my deposit to come back on my card? What's going on? He blocks me.
Oh, he's a bitch ass nigga.
Never offered me an apology. Never said, I'm sorry, my bad, you know, I can reschedule you or nothing. In fact, some lady that was at his suite said that she worked with him before and he was never on time or he would not show up. She would end up having to take his clients. And then she's told me that he only does mixed breeds and light-skinned women's teeth.
What the fuck?
There's way too many red flags going on here. If someone is saying they don't need their customers' money, they are slow and compensating for something. There's a reason he hasn't refunded that deposit. Also, cash apping for the flight payment, that sounds incredibly sketchy because it kind of makes it seem like he's operating his business out of his own personal bank account rather than through an actual business. And then obviously that last thing, that is just laughably sad. Morals aside, is also just like stupid. Because why would you want to limit your customer base? But remember the lawyer we saw earlier? Well, she replied to this as well.
The unlicensed practice of dentistry in the state of Georgia is a crime. So I stumbled upon this lady's story and I was curious, so I started doing a little bit of research. Mind you, I'm an attorney, but I am not licensed in Georgia, and this is outside of my area of practice. But I did find some statutes, so let's read them. So this is from the Georgia Code, which states that things like veneers, so applying any dental appliance cap covering prosthesis or cosmetic covering, cannot be applied unless you are a licensed dentist or you're working under the prescription of a licensed dentist. Another part of the Georgia Code which says that it is a felony for you to practice dentistry without a license. If you are charged with this, you as the defendant have to prove that you were licensed to do the work, and this is another part of the Georgia Code. This is all stuff you can look up yourself. Now, these are the terms and conditions for the guy that did this young lady's, or who took this young lady's money to do the veneers, and he's really popular on Instagram and TikTok for veneers. And here it says at the bottom, it says that you consent that he is not a licensed dentist, that he is a trained and certified veneer tech. Now I looked, I did some quick research, and I couldn't find anything in the state of Georgia that recognizes a veneer tech as a actual thing. And by putting in your acuity scheduling link that you acknowledge that I'm not a dentist, I don't think really goes as far as it needs to in order to protect your consumers. Because most consumers might see tech and they think, oh, they're licensed or whatever. But according to the state of Georgia, it doesn't seem that way.
This will definitely be interesting to follow as we've seen the government start cracking down at the at-home BBL industry. So the veneer tech industry might be next. Someone also commented on that video saying, had mine done in Atlanta, unfortunately now being asked for $23,000 to remove them and redo them by an actual dentist now. Also, flew down there 3 times because they kept breaking. What an absolute nightmare. And
you see what I'm talking about? This is exactly what I'm talking about right here. You are about to spend $23K to get your freaking teeth fixed when you could have spent that one payment of $5 to $10K to just put braces on your teeth. What is so hard about that? Like, I don't understand. And it's all these people doing this shit, and they're nothing's clicking to them. The expenses aren't clicking. It's like, oh, I gotta spend this $23K. I gotta spend this $23K on these fake teeth when I could have just got braces. I don't want to get braces though, because they look uncomfortable and this and that. But you spend $23K to put fake teeth on. You done probably already spent $20K to keep getting the teeth fixed because they kept breaking because they're poor quality. But now you got to spend a $23K. So now you're spending a total of $43K just to get actual veneers. The whole process, you done spent $43K just to actually get real veneers. I mean, you could have just fixed your teeth and gotten them straightened out in the first place. All these things that people think are cool are not cool. Like, getting fake teeth put on is not cool. Just go get some braces. Getting a BBL, that shit ain't cool. Just go work out. There's plenty of things. There's hundreds of methods in order to grow your booty cheeks. If you really wanted to do that. Stop being lazy. Put in the work to actually make yourself look good. If you don't put in the work to make yourself look good, you won't actually be able to enjoy the feeling of, dang, you look good. You think you're enjoying the feeling, but it's only momentarily because that wasn't an actual earned aspect of yourself. That wasn't an actually earned trait. All this shit was manufactured and artificially made for you. It goes way deeper than this, just the getting the teeth put in or getting the ass or getting the titties. You trying to keep up with an image when you don't need to keep up with an image. You need to keep up with yourself. It's crazy out here. People don't think about these things until it's too late, and then you at your deathbed and you realize that you didn't live your life how you wanted to. You listened to everybody else's opinions, and what you thought was cool is what everybody else said was cool. You just followed the trends. Once you figure out that you don't need to follow trends, that's when you're gonna be way happier in life, bro. That's when you're going to understand that you can actually love yourself for who you are without having to try and change yourself too much. You can make yourself change because you love yourself and you want to see better for yourself. Once you realize shit like that it's just you and yourself, you can make better decisions for your life, for your physical being, while you're still here. People don't understand this shit. It's so underrated. Like, we gotta wake up sometime, and I hope it happens soon. That's it for me, man. We're gonna have to go ahead and hit the outro. This got deep. Hey, what's good? Appreciate you watching the video. Pick one of these, or subscribe, leave a like and comment down, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff would be appreciated. Do it if you want to. I mean, you didn't have to. You don't even have to sit here and this is really the outro, so you don't even have to really like sit here and watch me still, or you know what I'm saying, listen to me talk. Just click one of the videos or subscribe or something. Leave a like, leave a comment. Appreciate you viewing. Catch you later.
We smoking ganja.